Chicago area sperm bank is facing a lawsuit this morning from a woman who claims she was given the wrong sperm. Jennifer Cramblett says she and her same-sex partner, who are both white, chose a Caucasian donor. Instead, they were given the vials from a black man. She learned about the switch when she was already 4 months pregnant with her mixed-race daughter. Cramblett says it's difficult raising her now 2-year-old girl in their all-white community.
I want the best for my child. Hands down, I want her to feel accepted. I want her to feel like she has a place with the people that she has a place with, white, black, Asian, whoever she feels comfortable around, I want her to have that.
CBS News legal analyst Rikki Klieman is with us and joins us at the table. I was reading the story this morning. It's so disturbing to me on many levels because I keep thinking about this little girl when she gets older, to realize that a lawsuit was bought because they said, basically, you are a big mistake right now.
Well, you've got a good legal lawsuit because it sounds like negligence that the sperm bank switched the sperm samples.
Right.
However, you do also have this moral issue, which is why you are disturbed. You have a young child, now 2 years old, who the parents say they love. The child is perfect. They adore this child, and they just want a better life for this child. They want to bring this child to a more tolerant community. But the lawsuit is called a wrongful birth lawsuit. So I say when the child is 18 or 13 or at some other point, and the child hears that there's a suit where she's called a wrongful birth. Wrongful birth, by the way, traditionally was a lawsuit about if you had a child that had a congenital birth defect or some kind of congenital abnormality, that you would sue a doctor for not warning you because of the wrongful birth. I just think
it even worse.
Well, it does, but I think that it's an unfortunate labeling. So is breach of warranty, which is the second count, because breach of warranty sounds like you bought a commodity. You bought a car and it was defective. What they are saying, though, and they're very sympathetic, these two parents, you have a lesbian couple who both had had difficulties with men, abused by men when they were children. They wanted to use a donor of sperm. They wanted to do the right thing. So they do have some sympathy going toward them.
How much are they asking for?
They're asking for a minimum of $50,000 in damages. But, Nora, that's just a threshold in order to get jurisdiction. So that's just a legal thing. What they really want are moving expenses. That's what they're looking for, because they want to take the child to a more tolerant community. Well, that's going to be difficult to prove. How far do you go? When do you move? Do you build a house? What do you do?
Why isn't this settled not publicly?
Well, isn't that the best question?
I've reported on cases like this in the past, and these sperm banks want to settle these cases quietly, and they do end up.
Of course they do. Yeah. Of course they do. And this may have been a situation where perhaps they didn't speak initially, because it sounds like when the mother had called and that they realized that number 330 looked like number 380 because they were in print. I think that my guess is that, number one, it is going to settle, and number two is if they wind up going to court, clearly there's negligence. The question is, what are the damages?
Keep us posted on what happens, Rikki.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you, Rikki.